Hey guys, today I'm going to be doing a comparison on my two favorite e-cigs, which is the G6 by Halo Cigs and V2's e-cigs. Okay, now the first thing I want to go and show you guys is the appearance of both of these. The G6 comes in a nice tin, where V2 comes in just a regular box with a little metal piece and one part of the cardboard over here to close it shut. Here's what it looks like inside with the e-cig. The e-cig in there. Halo comes in the little tin. Batteries on top. A cartomizer on the other side of the belt. Oops. And then the charger inside. Hold on, let me just grab that real quick. Okay. So that's the first thing I wanted to show you guys. The presentation, I like G6's a little bit better. V2 is still okay, it's kind of plain. Plus I like how the tin, you can bring it with you if you go somewhere. It's going to keep everything nice and safe. It's really sturdy. The next thing I want to talk about was the starting cost of both places' cheapest starter kit, like both of their basic starter kits. This is the G6's basic starter kit. It comes with 7 carts, 2 of them are blanks, a 5 milliliter bottle of whatever kind of fluid you want. They have 13 different flavors, and it comes with the charger and 2 batteries. Now V2's, and it's $55 for this one. V2 starter kit is $65, and it comes with the USB charger, the wall adapter. It only comes with 1 battery, and I believe it comes with 10 carts. So between the two, even though it comes with 10 carts, V2's comes with 7, but you also get a 5 milliliter bottle, so it averages out to about the same. For the batteries, V2 does have 3 different sizes. The different sizes for V2 are, for the short they have 100 millimeter, for the standard is 110, and they have a long one which is 140 millimeters. Halo, the G6, only has 2 different ones. It's 105 millimeters and 113.5 millimeters. And that's including the size of the cart for both of them. So actually I can show you really quick what they're going to compare to. I have 2 standard ones. 2 standard sizes. And I'll just show you so you can kind of get an idea. The G6 is a little bit longer, but not by much. The V2 has 9 different flavors you can choose from that come preloaded in the carts. Like I said, the G6 I think has 13. But the Halo also has 5 different colors: black, pink, red, blue, and I think a silver color. The V2 has, I think, 3 different colors you can choose from, which is silver, white, or black. And you can choose from V2 different, basically different LEDs, which is red or blue. But overall, I'm going to give the kit to the G6 because it does come with an extra battery, and it allows you more flavors with different colors. So I don't know, in my opinion, I would go with the G6 for that, just for the price and everything else. What else is on here? This is my little checklist. the last couple of days I've been using both of them and writing down the different things and differences between them, so I wouldn't miss anything for the comparison. For accessories, if you went to the store and like on each one of their websites and looked at the accessories, V2 does have a lot more accessories. I mean, they have pass-throughs, lanyards, PCC chargers, which actually I'll show you. I have one, which is right here. I mean, they got a bunch of different stuff for accessories, which is pretty cool. The G6 just came out, so they're going to have more accessories coming out. I'm sure they'll have a PCC charger and stuff like that at some point. Not as at the moment though. They do have a lanyard and they have a pass-through though. So obviously I'm going to give that one to V2 because, I mean, accessories, obviously there's no competition. V2 has a lot more accessories at the moment. I'll let you guys know when the G6 comes out with a couple more accessories. They're both 4.2 volts, so that's pretty good. They're both pretty powerful batteries. The only thing is I'll actually show you guys really quick. They both have cutoffs. I can't remember the exact cutoff for each. I think this is around 5 or 6 for the 5 or 6 seconds for the G6, and for the V2 is somewhere around, I want to say, anywhere from 10 to 13. But I'll show you guys. I'm going to push down both buttons at the same time and you'll see which one blinks first. This is the G6 and this is the V2. There we go. Again, I think this one is around 5 or well, maybe I think it was 6 or 7 seconds, and this one is anywhere from 10 to 13. So this one does have a cutoff that's a little bit better than this cutoff, but it does have a downfall. The cart gets extremely hot on these and burns the filler if you do it too often. The G6, however, always stays nice and cool. And I mean, I don't take a bigger drag than 6 seconds anyway, so it really hasn't affected me. And the carts always stay cool on this. The next thing I wanted to talk about was the pricing of the carts and just the different things about the carts. Okay, so for G6, for the carts, for the pre-filled cart, it's $9.99 for a 5-pack. At V2, it's $9.95 for a 5-pack. For the blanks, it's $8.99 for a blank from G6, and for a blank from V2 is $8.95. So it's pretty much around the same price. It does get a little bit different the more you get. If you get 5 5-packs from Halo, it's $9.55 each. If you get 10 5-packs, they're $9.05 each. I haven't done the math for V2 because they have a bunch of different ones. But let me show you guys really quick what I'm talking about. Let me just get to the part. Sorry, I thought I already had it up, but I didn't. Okay. So like I said, for a 5-pack from V2, it's $9.95. For a 20-pack, it's $36.54. For a 40-pack, it's $74.95. And then you can get an 80-pack for $134.95. So if you get more, V2 will give them to you a little bit cheaper than you can get for the G6 from Halo. The only thing I want to tell you guys about, though, which I found to make a huge difference, is I like the way the Halo carts are made a lot better. So while you are paying a little bit more for the Halo G6 carts, they do have a anti-burn technology. I think it's called Flame Guard. which really works. It lets you refill your carts a lot more than you would with the V2 carts. The problem I have with most of my carts is I've never really had the atomizer die inside the cart. It just gets to the point where the filler gets burnt and it tastes horrible every time you take a drag. So I mean, you throw it out because it's no good. It tastes burnt. I can usually get between 4 to 5 on the V2 carts. I've gotten all the way up to 7 or 8 refills on the G6s. And the other thing is these have the soft gel caps for the G6. These have the plastic ones that break sometimes. Ooh. For the V2. So I mean, it's a toss-up between the two, really. I mean, if you want quality, it's a little bit more expensive. You should go with the G6. If you don't have that much money or you don't care, you only use them once, I would go with the V2 carts. So that one I'm going to say a draw, obviously, just because, like I said, this one costs a little bit less when you buy in bulk. This one, much, much better quality. For battery life, between the two, the G6 takes it. The G6, I can get anywhere between 6 to 8 hours on a full charge, but it does take a little bit longer to charge. It takes anywhere from like 5-6 hours to charge it all the way. In some cases, the V2 charges in about 2 or 3 hours, but you only get about 2 or 3 hours use out of it. Sometimes up to 4, depending on how much you've ate before it dies. So you get almost twice as long with this one. This one will last you pretty much the whole day, but it does take a lot longer to charge. But I would also give the battery life to the G6, which it says on the case right here. That might be because it's called Infiniglow, which is it has an enhanced battery life system where the V2 does not. And by the way, that's on their standard batteries. The shorter batteries are obviously going to have a shorter life. So, like I said, that's just on the standard. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention this before. They both have an automatic. They both have a manual battery. Just to let you guys know. If you want to get another battery, the batteries from G6 are $15 if you wanted to buy another one. They are $30 from V2. So obviously for a replacement battery or an extra battery, I would give it to Halo because they're half the price with the G6. I'm trying to see if I missed anything. Oh, the other thing I want to tell you guys about the carts was these will leak on your lips pretty often. Not a whole lot, but they will do it, especially if you're constantly vaping on it. These haven't leaked at all yet. And especially with these carts, when you're taking a drag, I don't know if you've ever been drinking soda or something, and you get to the end and it makes that sound where you're getting a bunch of air with your soda. I haven't had that do it with these yet. I've had it, it'll do it with these, not all the time, but a good percentage of the time. It's really annoying. Actually, I don't know if it'll do it right now. It might. No, it didn't do it that time, but it does do it. Again, that just goes to these are made a little bit better than these. So I don't know. I mean, they're both good. Don't get me wrong. One's not way better than the other. Obviously, the G6 is priced a little bit better, and I think it is a better e-cig for the most part, especially for the price. The finish is a lot better on it. It has a nice smooth finish, where this kind of just has a, I don't know, like a regular metally finish. I think these come in better colors. They look a lot nicer. I mean, if you're gonna get an e-cig, I would probably go with the Halo. See if they work. See if you like them. You know what I mean? They're not too expensive. So for overall, between the two, if I had to pick one, it would probably be the G6. But let me show you guys a little bit of the vapor production on both of these, because obviously that's a big factor too, which I'm sure a lot of you want to see. I am using Newport from Gourmet Vapor for both of these, and a blank cart from each that haven't been used yet. I did that so you can see, obviously, different kinds of e-fluid will give you different amounts of vapor, different amounts of throat hit, everything else. So I wanted to use the same e-juice for each of these. And just to let you know a little bit more about this, it's 40 PG, 60 VG double flavor. Newport from Gourmet Vapor. So let me show you guys real quick. I'll show you on this one. That's the V2, gives some pretty good vapor. I mean, they both give about the same throat hit. I might give the edge to the G6. The G6 does bring out the flavor a lot more than the V2 does, and I think it's because it burns a little bit cooler and it's a lot more of a smoother vapor, but it does give you a really strong throat hit, and I think that's due to, I saw on the box it has ThermoFlow, which is smooth flowing heated vapor. It does just what it says. It gives you a really smooth draw from the e-cig, a great throat hit, and really good vapor. These can get a bit choppy, like I said before, but they both produce a really good throat hit, really good vapor. I do not have a automatic for this in the V2. I do have an automatic from G6, so I'll show you how the automatic does. And the reason why I didn't get a automatic from V2 was because at the time I wasn't doing reviews. It was my first one. And I did read on their site, the battery will last longer, a little bit longer on the automatics for the V2, but you're not going to get as much vapor. They say that right on the site, and obviously me wanting to get an e-cigarette, I wanted the best vapor possible, so I went with the automatic. But this is the manual. I'm going to give it a couple of primer drags. Obviously it's on the automatic. Usually you have to give it 1 or 2 primer drags before it starts giving you really good vapor, because you can't heat it up by a button before you put it to your mouth. So let me just take a couple drags to warm it up. Alright, here we go. And here is the V2 again. G6 again. So about the same. Overall, it's your decision, whatever you want to buy. I would go with the G6 though. It's actually taken over from my favorite. You'll probably see a lot of the G6 and some of my future e-juice reviews, because it's just a really great e-cig. the other last thing I wanted to say about it was the difference between a manual and the automatic button. You get pretty much the same vapor. There's not much of a difference other than one's automatic, one's standard. The batteries last just as long with no matter which one you're using. They give the same amount of vapor, not like the V2 where it says on their site that it's going to give you less vapor, less thicker vapor from the automatic. So that's another reason why I went with the G6. So if you like this, please review, comment, like, rate. If you have any more questions about the two, just send me over a message or comment me. I'm always usually pretty quick to respond. And please subscribe. Thank you very much.